Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Michigan as SCSRA NextGens head for 110 laps. One stage tonight. We're going to be stage 30. We'll take a look at our schedule. As you know, Daytona week is over, and we're off to Michigan. One stage, 30, running a noon race. 110 laps, so going to be some good action out here tonight. Our current points leader, David Hartney, the surprise winner of last week. Didn't even know he won it. He's locked in to the playoffs with that win. Mr. D. Wright, he is leading the way, 1 point ahead of Devin Butchino. So, as you can tell, our graphics look a little bit different tonight. Not intended. ATVO is having some major issues as it tries to update from all the iRacing updates. If you haven't heard, iRacing had a major update and added rain, and that rain seems to be affecting everything. As ATVO doesn't know how to do its update to add timing and tire changes. So hopefully we figure that out here in the next week. But tonight, we will at least have our SDK to keep up our ticker tower. Definitely looking for some exciting action. These guys got a little bit of time, about 8 minutes. So with that, we're going to take an opportunity to get into our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to rename the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, does that
All right, and we are back from our national anthem. Just about 3 minutes left in qualifying. Looks like right now you have Billy Tithoff out on the track. We'll stay muted and let you enjoy some qualifying as the ticker is going to show their current positioning. And look at that, Devin Butchino, he goes from 28th up into the P2 position, but not able to catch Sharn Hill as he'll get his lock. It looks like, I don't think anybody else is still qualifying, so he should get his lock into the All-Stars with pretty quick time out there. Mr. Duvendak at the home track. He's up in the booth with me tonight. You'll see him out there in that 99, but it's not going to be that baby blue as Eddie Morris has hooked him up with a SCSRA live car, so look for his neon green machine. It's a tough track, but it's your home track. Spent a lot of years there, huh, bud?
Absolutely. I love this place. I mean, I grew up right down the road from it. Had a lake not too far from there where when I was a little kid, I want to say like 4 or 5 years old, I'd be out on the pontoon boat with my grandpa and dad, and you could actually hear the cars going. And ever since then, I fell in love with it, and been going to Michigan for more than I couldn't even tell you the first time I went. It's been that long. So,
well, I could tell you, iRacing has completely screwed up these apps with the rain, and since it's Michigan, we might as well release it. Show you guys what the rain looks like, because it always rains in Michigan when you go. So,
I tell you what, don't mention that R word when you come to Michigan.
It does seem to have an effect, as every time you've gone, it has rained. So, but we'll keep the rain away as cars begin to grid. We're going to get into the most exciting words.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
And remember, we will have one stage tonight at lap 30. They're going to be running 110 laps. As they are lined up, engines running, just waiting on the pace car. All right, Duve, let's talk strat. What do you have to do to survive Michigan?
Well, we're limited to 4 sets of tires here tonight, so we can go right around 35 laps, which if for some reason we were to go green on the stage, you should still have a spare set, but 4 sets of tires is pretty low for 110 laps. So, well, I think whoever can conserve their tires the best possibly even save a set, and maybe you can get lucky and catch a late caution there. You might be able to take advantage of those new tires when everyone else is on old ones. So really, that's all. I mean, it's kind of hard to game plan for Michigan. It's like I said, it's a tire track, so conserving your tires early in the run will pay dividends for you later in the run.
Well, I mean, that's definitely good to know that we have 35 laps-ish. So when you may have that extra set, we're going to see how this grid looks. I don't think it's good. You know, it's not great, but it's not horrible.
Could be worse.
You know what? At least I have one. Isn't that the right way? So what I'll do is I'll take down this tower. Sharon Hill, Devin Butchino, Brett Murrell, Garrett Fox, Trey Spears, Joe Wright, Eddie Morris made it into the race. A little bit of computer issues. Welcome. And Ryan Gomes, Hartney, Riley Gomes, Max McCarty, Mike Prevolt. I don't know how to move it, but we're going to figure it out. There we go. Jake McCarty, Duvendak, Tyler Powers, Balenciaga, Billy Tidhoff, Cody Bullock, Matt Allen, James Fox, Zachary Cox, Ryan Likens, Kevin Graham, Brad Young, Jr., Josh Hall, Salvati, Jay Vaught, Mr. D. Wright, Sylvain, and then taking up spot 31, it's going to be Carlton. Probably too busy texting.
Yeah, I mean, that's a blistering lap to be texting and driving.
That's, if he was, if he looked just lovely. See, there's old Carlton, man. He's texting, driving when he's not supposed to. But yet, it showed. Take it up the back as the pace car's away. We're going to go green for the first time tonight. 110 laps. 30 to go till stage. And we're going to get off that pit camera. Get these cars cranked up for you. Butchino on that high side. Hill on the bottom. Garrett Fox going to be behind Butchino. You've got Brett Murrell. He's going to be on the bottom. I'm going to stay 2 by 2. Where will these guys look for the preferred line? You see a lot of them trying to get high into that wall. Almost 4 wide. It is 4 wide going through this turn. These guys using all the track.
And we got Hartney getting loose off 4 down into the grass.
Yep, David Hartney has exited the track.
I tell you what, after last week, I mean, he ain't out of it.
We already know that. We've seen Hartney go down a lap, and sure enough, he's back on track. And you know what? That's one way to save tires. You don't have to race. Just sit in the back and save them up.
Keeps them cold with the dirt on them.
Sure does. Butchino to the lead. Garrett Fox, he's moved into second. Sharon Hill's fallen back to third. He was our pole setter. As they're coming into one. A little bit of camera shake there on that back stretch as you see everybody staying up close to that wall. Butchino right now falls back to 4th, and you wonder, is that a strategy to maybe conserve a little bit of tire? We know Devin's pretty good at it, and I don't think he's in that line he wants to be up there racing, and just falling back. That's going to allow Ryan Gomes to move into 4th place. Cat 5-5 is up 4 positions. We talked about old Duvendak in that nice light blue car. It's not light blue anymore. He's rocking that lime green so we could find our broadcaster on the track representing all our league sponsors.
You know, it's a beautiful car. It's just I haven't driven something without my baby blue in years.
And I think you have that paint scheme on every car in iRacing that you have.
Absolutely.
Garrett Fox starting to get a little bit of a lead here. He's 2/10 up on Sharn Hill.
You know, it might not be too bad of an idea for myself to just follow the old Eddie Morris around here and conserve my tires. Maybe I can march to the field with them once these tires start getting an advantage to them.
Well, if you're following one of those two current champions, Eddie Morris and Devin Butchino, not a bad strategy, as those guys are pretty good at saving the tires and taking that late run lead. All last season, we saw it time and time, as they would get up there at the end, have the fresher tires, and be able to race the leader. Remember, tonight's race is sponsored by America's Auto Auction out of West Michigan. Wasn't quite sure what the auto auction was, and then I looked it up and realized they are everywhere. So if you're in the car business, need a car, check them out. They are everywhere. There's one in Pensacola, Birmingham, Austin. But tonight, from the West Michigan, which is pretty fitting.
Absolutely. You know, being from the Buckeye State, I'm not a big fan of Michigan, but I tell you what, love this track, and I love the Great Lakes up there. And they got some of the most beautiful lakes around. Lake Michigan, not many people think of one of the Great Lakes being like a clear water place, but I tell you what, Lake Michigan is about as clear as that water down there in Navarre, Florida, bud.
Man, I believe it. Maybe not this time of year. I might be able to dip my toes in some Navarre, Florida water. I'm not touching that Lake Michigan water this time of year. No, thank you. Man, just saw Joe Wright as he was shoving the Cat 5.5 Ryan Gomes. He had the nose right into the back end of Gomes and finally opted to dive below him and try to get around him. See Duvendak there working with Butchino. Trying to get past Trey Spears. Trey Spears is going to come back down. That's going to put Butchino in a pretty hard spot there. Matt Allen in the 127. He's up 9 spots. He just cracked the top 10. As you see him there to the inside of Duvendak. 3
He
wide.
just gave me a little kiss.
Sure did. You got a little Matt Allen, Duvendak, and Butchino. They're 3 wide. All clogged up by Eddie Morris and Trey Spears. Nowhere to really go right now. Everyone kind of just trying to ride. Never good when you click the follow crashes button and the 99 car appears.
Oh no! Don't.
We're gonna move off that. I was like, oh
Not
no,
jinx it yet.
that's not what's supposed to happen. Tell you what, Eddie Morris gave you a little bit of chrome on there, man. That car is shiny.
It's beautiful.
Butchino swerving around. He's gonna get back up in front of Duvendak. These guys really trying to get past Trey Spears here. Trey maybe taking up a little bit more track than Butchino wants him to. Well, thought Butchino might try to dive it in there 3 and keep Trey on the bottom, but he's going to opt to stay behind Eddie Morris. Morris with Tyler Powers coming up in front of him. Eddie Morris going to slide to the bottom. Butchino going to slide towards the bottom. A lot of action going on here in the mix of the 10 through 15 pack.
Well, that's why I love Michigan, man. You got so many lanes to choose from here, and it changes constantly throughout a run on which lane's fastest.
Well, and you can see it as multiple cars are trying to pick different lanes. Find which one they're going to be most comfortable in, which one feels like it's burning the least amount of tire. These guys enter 3 and 4.
Oh, and Eddie Morris just got hooked on the front
He sure
stretch.
did. Well, I'll tell you what, the Cat 5.5 is heading on down. He went below the apron. You saw him bump, bump, bump. He was able to save it.
Yeah, and he's still right up here with me. That's amazing.
Eddie Moore is still up there, and man, I got to rewind a little bit. We got to go back and take a look at Ryan Gomes. We'll go live here in a sec, but Ryan Gomes comes below and rides the rumble strips. You can actually see air get underneath this. Eddie Morris kind of doored him. Airborne for the Cat 5.5. He keeps it on the track, and we stay green. Incredible.
I could just hear it and feel it to my left, and then all of a sudden I saw the 8 car disappear.
Garrett Fox, about a second ahead now in front of Sharon Hill. Hill with Brett Murrell. Then here comes that big pack we were talking about. Will Garrett Fox burn his tires a little quick as we are halfway to stage 1? Butch, you know, riding that bottom line, he seemed to found some holes. He's climbing on up back to currently sitting 6th. Most action of the night right now is coming from cars from 6th all the way back to about 17th, which is Carlton. If you take a look at that track map, you've got a couple positions. You got 27th. He's going to be your next one to go a lap down, I believe. I don't know if that's 100% accurate, as that is going to bring us to Josh Hall. Vaught, Likens, yep, there it goes. It's updating. It was showing them out on the ticker. I was like, there's nobody out. We're here. Here and everybody chasing Garrett Fox. With 10 laps remaining in the stage, these guys staying green. We're going to head to our first sponsored commercial break. But we won't miss the action. Racing will stay up, and if we have incidents, we will cut commercial and head on back. All right, we're back from the Dev Sports Cards scheduled commercial break. 10 laps to go till the end of stage 1. Right now, all Garrett Fox. Evan Butchino, though, he's moved into third. Will he be able to catch? Still over a second behind. Hill has closed the gap a little bit on Fox. He's got it to under half a second. Looks like Mr. D. Wright, he's up 12 spots, our biggest mover of the night right now, sitting 17th. Tyler Powers looking to take that crown away as he's up 11 spots, currently 4th. Other notables, Carlton, he's up 10. Dubendak's up 9. Matt Allen up 9. A lot of movement going on. These guys able to make some solid ground here in just 22 laps.
I'm seeing nothing but good, hard, clean racing up here. This is a lot of fun out here tonight.
And you see a lot of guys able to change lanes pretty freely, and a lot of respect given. Drivers aren't trying to cut the nose off of too many cars. They're not trying to force the issue and turn them. Just having some fun, really maneuvering these next gens. The battle for the lead. These guys are here.
They have definitely caught up. It is tight up there now.
Did Garrett Fox burn too much tires? Jarn Hale, is he going to go for it now? He's not going to be able to clear on that bottom side. I think he knows he's a little bit faster. They know 7 more laps of these tires and freshies are coming. Hill going to go to the low side again. This time Fox is going to go down with a partial block. Butchino going to opt to stay up. Hill had to dive way low, not able to get back on the track. He's going to fall to third as Butchino's going to move into second. Butchino on the inside of Garrett Fox. He's looking a little bit faster here. As these guys come around to lap 25. How long will Devin Butchino just ride? Or will he go for the lead? Butchino almost comes down and makes contact with the grass. That could have been trouble.
You'll notice how the preferred line in 3 and 4 is moved from roughly the middle track, and you'll see some guys down there near that yellow line now. That's where the most grip seems to be.
Well, that's what you just saw out of Devin Butchino as he is trying to take this lead, and he is going to clear and become your leader. Jarn Hill's going to follow suit. He's going to move into second. Tyler Powers looking to get in on the action, though. He's moving up. He's trying to get into third. Garrett Fox is starting to drop. Did he burn his tires a little bit too quick on that run? Duvendak going to the bottom. Looks like Powers is going to come down with a partial block on him. Try to stop that run a little bit. Eddie Morris going to join Duvendak.
And we got Eddie in the wall off of 4 again there.
Yeah, and there was definitely some smoke popping up on that camera. You saw the camera become a little bit hazy. It picked up the smoke of Eddie Morris. Butchino may get a little challenge here from Tyler Powers. And Jarn Hill, they're staying with them, choosing 2 different lanes. How long is Powers going to be able to stay on that bottom the entire time? Everybody else riding mid lane. Remember, the caution will come out 2 seconds after the leader crosses. For pace car purposes, doesn't seem like a lot, but last week I believe we had multiple changes in those 2 seconds before the caution came out, and caused me to call both Wright brothers up here to figure out which one won it. This may shape out to be the same outcome, as Duvendak now challenging Butchino. Ooh, Butchino goes to the low side as Duvendak pulls up behind him. Duvendak staying with him. As this should be your white flag for stage. Oh, it's going to be a run here to the end. Duvendak on the bottom, Butchino on the high side. Who's going to take it here? Oh, does Devin have enough to hold it off? I believe he does.
Just by a nose.
By a nose. Incredible finish to that stage. Well, this is going to be a fun interview. Because I'll tell you what, you guys are up there racing, having a good old time, and making my job real interesting. I thought you were possibly going to make it a weird interview. I didn't have to pull anyone up, because here you sit. I don't have.
Well, that's why I didn't beat him. I let off the gas just to let him get it.
That's exactly. I don't think so. I think he put a little bit more in the gas there and held off just enough. But great racing when we go 31 green laps. So, well, 30 green laps, but that'll bring out our Sunbelt caution as stage 1 comes to an end. We'll follow Butchino, make sure he gets the pit. Before we pull him up. Got the retiree over here with old Kevin Harvick. Yeah, you know what? I said earlier, you know, I had all these problems with ATVO. You know what I did not do?
Wow.
We forgot. Well, I forgot. We didn't forget. I definitely forgot. But we know we're missing a special person here at SCSRA.
Oh, this Tony Starch.
We're missing Tony Starch, and I don't even know how I got him missing, but Tony is missing right now, and there he is, back in the booth. Huge part.
Thank God. All is right in the night now.
I mean, hey, we're not going to get everything to work, but if we can at least get Tony Starch to work, I'm good with that. That's huge just for me.
You think Tony would be mad if he knows I was eating French fries?
I wouldn't tell him. Tony Starch makes his presence. Butchino on his way off the pits.
I almost spun leaving my pit box.
Well, you got some freshies on there. Better slow it down a little bit.
I was in second gear and it wasn't taking off, so I downshifted and it just, whoop, wanted to go right around.
And we'll wait for Devin to come back up on the track. He's past the cone. And Devin, welcome to the booth.
Dude, I am happy to talk to you.
Man, I'll tell you what. I said Duvendak was trying to make it real awkward and not have me pull anyone because he was giving you everything he got, and you were able to hold him off, man.
No, that whole first run was just unreal, man. That I know the top three got a while, but that fourth to like 12th place battle was just unreal, man. I don't even know what to say. It's incredible racing, man. It's definitely on edge, but we're gonna try and stay up here and hopefully have no one in our windshield for the rest of this one.
Man, I mean, that's going to be pretty tough, I think, with watching how the field is driving this track tonight. A lot of clean, fun driving watching it, man. These guys are performing extremely well. Hopefully it continues as they were able to go 30 and stay caution free. Couple bumps, man. Eddie Morris getting in with my buddy the Cat 55, and I got
Yeah, man.
Cat 55 going airborne a little bit, still saving it.
Just different levels of aggression out here, man. You can see who's got the short run speed, who's got the long run speed, who's wanting to go out here and win it on lap 40, or who's racing for 110. You know what I mean? It's a mix of everything. Everyone's got different motives out here, and we're really just going to try and stick to ours and bring this one home.
Well, man, 110 laps. You already made it to stage 1. Hopefully the run can continue, and I get you up in the booth at the end of the night. And you said you were glad that speed week was over, so...
Oh, give me this over Daytona 10 times out of 10, brother.
Here we are. We are in your bread and butter, man. So
Yes, sir.
Keep up the great run, and hopefully we catch you at the end of the night.
Thanks, guy. Appreciate you.
All right, brother. All right, Mr. Devin Bucciano, as he comes around the back stretch. Pace car will be going away this time around.
I tell you what, that man just breathes confidence.
I mean, isn't that what the champions are supposed to do?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, right now I'm in 4th, and I feel like I'm winning this race after listening to him.
That's what I'm saying. He definitely keeps you pumped up, man. And he pumps this league up. He lets these drivers know, gives them their bumps and bruises when it's not performing right, and these guys go out and work. And I'll tell you what, after me being here, this is season 3 for me, season 7 for them, but just 3 seasons, man. The improvement that just keeps on happening. It is love to see it. And we're in the restart zone. Bucciano going to get a huge jump. He's putting everyone in the rearview mirror on this restart. That's going to leave Sharon Hill, Tyler Powers playing catch-up. Duvendak going to try to get Powers back up there. Devin definitely took advantage of that restart and played it perfectly. And the outside line just did not get the jump. And I think it kind of took the inside line as shock. But Tyler Power is going to use that speed on them fresh tires. Does not want to make the same mistake as Garrett Fox in stage 1, though, and burn them up. Sometimes when you're the leader, it's easy to do because you don't know exactly what everyone else is doing. How much of a difference is that clean air up front?
Well, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I haven't been in front yet.
Well, we got to get you up there. You were next side by side. You had some clean air.
I had a little bit, and I mean, it felt great on that bottom lane late in the run. Once these tires wear out, that's where I start coming on strong too. So I'm just gonna sit here. I think follow Devin again here on this green flag run. Save these tires a little bit, and we'll drive back through the field again.
Well, we saw this early in the run as you and Devin kind of sat back, laid back, and able to move through. And we know about lap 70 should be about pit zone for max gas. It's going to be really close, somewhere between 70 and 80 laps, as long as we stay green.
Yeah, right now I got 35 laps of fuel, so I mean that puts us at just after 70. And then if you can save a little bit, you might be able to stretch it a little more.
Well, these green flag runs are definitely going to put that gas to the limit, not really save any, and it's going to burn up these tires. As it's going to be interesting to see if anybody comes in short pits, maybe take the tire early because they feel like they're losing too much time. We'll see who plays different strategies tonight, as we're currently following Mr. Riley Combs in that Nickelodeon with brother the Cat 55 Gomes. You got Ryan Gomes trying to push Riley Gomes. Oh, we got one spinning out as the caution's going to fly. The 214 round and round. That's Ryan Likens. We'll throw up that caution and bring our buddy back out now that he's made his appearance, that I almost forgot about him.
Tony, welcome.
Let's see what happened with the 214. Well, it's actually not going to be the 214. I think it's actually going to be Joe Wright that gets loose and maybe makes contact. Yeah, looks like Wright and he's just going to break a little bit, come up. Him and the 214 going to make contact. That's going to send Wright down to the apron. 214 going up high. Lake can go up high. Wright's going low. And round Likens goes. Ooh, card disappearing through Lycan right there. I believe that may have been Josh Hall. I don't think Netcode's going to save him there. But that is definitely going to bring out our second caution of the night, the first being the stage. Tyler Powers is going to be your current leader.
Now, we are borderline on making this on one stop. So I'm going to guess a couple guys mid to back of the pack here might try to pit, top off. They might even not even change tires here to kind of preserve that set there, since we only ran about 4 laps on that set. But pitting here, if you're at the back, topping off the fuel is going to save. It's going to help you out if we were to go caution free here at the end. You won't have a race like I think these guys had last year, where you had a fuel conservation race coming down at the end. People are running out left and right. So those guys at the back should be good to stretch it here in one stop now.
I think they're going to be smart to pit. Right now, pit road looks like it might be getting a little bit of action going on. Not too much, though. Not as much as you think.
Yeah, it's definitely a gamble because, I mean, we have a 31 car field here, so you pit and a couple guys, and you only bring a couple guys with you, you're going to be at the back losing all your track positions. So I was definitely debating it, waiting to see what these leaders did, and it looks like they all stayed out here.
There we go. We'll get our sound back as old SDK does SDK things, gets stuck in replay, but we're back live. We got a little bit of time, so let's head to a quick commercial.
It's not very often you find a job where you look forward to coming to work every day.
The equipment rental specialist is a great way to start your career here at Sunbelt. You're the face of the branch, that first person that's going to give that customer that top-notch experience.
The everyday life as an ERS is never the same. Working with outside sales reps, job site visits, taking in a lot of phone calls. So being an ERS gives you a great opportunity to work in every aspect of the business.
When a customer gives me a call, I talk with them, find out what it is they're doing. If they're going to have a delivery, ask for their address, get the information they need, how long do you need it for. Whenever they're done with it, they give me a call. I schedule a pickup and service it and send it right back out to the next customer.
We work with anything as big as like excavators, skid steers, to generators, chainsaws. I get a huge satisfaction of just seeing the equipment and contributing to projects.
Once you become an ERS, doors are open for you and you can almost do anything in the company. I was able to learn. That allowed me to become an outside sales rep.
The opportunities are endless, and Sunbelt really promotes from within, so it makes it a great company to work for.
Sunbelt offers a great support system. If there's ever anything you don't know, everybody you work with is willing to help you.
The training we get here is phenomenal. Everyone here is just wanting you to be your best, and always helping you learn.
When starting, they were able to help me get familiarized with the equipment and making the transition from my previous role to this role. I was able to make that smooth transition.
An equipment rental specialist allowed me to propel to the position that I am today as an assistant manager, and that just shows how the opportunities are endless.
Sunbelt is really for the employees. There's something for everybody in Sunbelt.
Perfect timing as we're going to go green. Lap 42, Tyler Powers is your leader. And that commercial brought by Sunbelt, our caution sponsor here at SCSRA. Powers did not pit. He's going to stay out in front. He's got Matt Allen to his outside. Michael Prevolt right in third. Sharn Hill been up front all night. He's still riding for it. Trey Spears fifth, and Garrett Fox, who led most of the laps, is currently sixth. I think he's going to go with a different strategy this time around. Maybe try to save a little bit more. Oh, we got one going. There goes 78. Is going round and round, and Brad Young is falling like a rock to the back. He's got Cody Bullock. They are nose to nose, and just like that, another caution is trouble for Mr. Young. And we're going to right here. You see the 78 just kind of breaks loose, overcorrects, comes in front of the 84. 84 gives him a little tap, and round they go as nowhere to go for Cody Bullock, as he's going to go nose to nose with Brad Young. And they're just going to ride around the track. Caution comes out. These guys are really giving me the opportunity here, as we are not past halfway. Giving me the opportunity to get all of our sponsors in. And it's back to pacing. Now, what is the difference? What's going on different here between the first 30 laps of running green to stage 2, starting rough? Dubedak, any feels?
I don't know. I think it's just more confidence. Obviously, when a race starts, everyone's trying to get a feel for the track and what it's like to be in a full pack there. And everyone's kind of tiptoeing, taking it easy, conserving tires early there. And now that everyone's kind of got a cycle under them here, feeling they can gauge better on how hard they should push it and how hard they shouldn't push it to conserve their tires at this point. So I think you see guys there who are just getting a little bit more aggressive maybe at the back, knowing that, yes, it is 110 laps. We are approaching halfway here, and track position is hard to get at sometimes. So I think you might be seeing the guys at the back getting a little more impatient, trying to get up through the field at this point. So.
And I'll tell you what, that is one of the benefits here at SCSRA Broadcasting, is we do have Robert Duvendak out in a car. So, you know, any of the other broadcasts, it's very hard for me as the broadcaster to really say, man, this is what I think's happening. I can see how the cars are reacting. But from a guy who's actually riding these laps and seeing all the action, and we're seeing it, that plays into his words as you watch, like a driver like Garrett Fox, who took off and led most of the laps. He's comfortable now sitting back 6th, 7th, and just kind of riding and saving tires, knowing that lap, that long-lasting run, that long-run tire means a lot. So definitely interesting to see some of these guys changing some strategies here. Mr. Matt Allen, your current leader. Now let's find our Daytona winner. Where's he at? Mr. David Hartney. He is riding all the way back here in 18th. And you know, can it repeat? Will he make some late moves? I mean, I don't count him out. We saw him get in an incident, dive below, incredible save, and he's back at it. Down 8 from his start. He's got a little bit of work to do, but plenty of time to get it done.
Yeah, this is just deja vu for him right now. So he can easily, if he wants to, I think, get back up through here.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if I could take any more Discord memes from him. Walking into SCSRA on Thursday morning, here comes David Hartney. I think the whole Discord knew he was there.
Well, I mean, when you win Daytona, you gotta gloat a little bit.
You gotta gloat a little bit. Heck, I think just surviving Daytona as the pace car will go away. See our flag man, he is changing from yellow to green as they're coming out of 4, coming into that Geico restart zone. Green, green, green. As you see, incredible restart for Matt Allen. Devin Butchino, he was the first one to kind of show him, like, hey, get a good restart here, let everybody follow in. But Tyler Powers was able to catch up last time. I think he's going to do it this time, as here comes the outside line on that run. Michael Pervolt, he's going to tuck into that outside line. Right now, it looks like most of the field, little 2x2. Occasional 3 wide as they try to make a pass, but right now, trying to slow down this this yellow bleeding and keep it green. And as I say that, here comes the 51 to make it 3 wide. That's Zachary Cox.
We got another yellow.
We sure do, and this one might be a little bit more difficult here.
I think it happened about mid-pack. I see a 41 and 11 going slow.
Oh, where did we fall here? And the 11 is going to be Brent Murrell, so we will rewind with him and see what happened. And that would be Balenciaga as well. Because right now everything looked good with the 41.
Well, it looks like we got a mixed bag up here at the front with the leaders. A couple of them pitting. It looked like Matt Allen from the lead might have hit pit road there, and the rest of the guys behind him turned back out. But we're about a 50-50 split here on pits this time.
Well, and that's going to move Tyler Powers to the lead.
I tell you what, watch this restart here now, because with the front half of the pack being on roughly 18 lap tires, which, I mean, half of them are probably into green. So they're going to be a little worn, but you're going to have these guys on freshies starting mid-pack. It's going to get exciting right around that 15 position, watching these guys on the old tires and the new guys trying to overtake them as quick as possible.
Well, one of those drivers coming off the pits now is going to be the Cat 5.5. Looks like Eddie Morris. He's coming on out. Looks like Allen went in. Balenciaga went in. Carlton looks like he may have gone in. But what that's going to do, it's also going to split up the field for who has that extra set at the end. And here comes the different strategies.
And this is why I love Michigan so much, because you can get different strategies like this, and the track is just so big. There's just all kind of different things you can try out with old tires, new tires, half and half. You take right sides or take lefts. There's just all kinds of different strategies you can try if you're struggling to find your groove, essentially.
Well, as they're just about 5 laps from halfway. Not a bad spot if you're going to take that that second set. And what those guys I think are going to be hoping for is that we stay green and get those leaders into the pits under green flag conditions so they can keep on going.
Yeah, and to give you a little perspective here, us at the front, we're about 10 laps shorter than on field than the guys who pit right there. So we've had was this the third caution on this cycle of tires, so we've been able to save a lot of fuel under caution, but not enough to be able to go as long as those guys are who just pit.
Let's see, I think one of our first ones that pit was Matt Allen, so let's kind of ride with him on this restart and see. He could have some major checkups happening in front of him. As that is the fourth caution of the night. And we are back to green flag racing. Definitely a little bit slower on that restart. Powers, though, still able to get a pretty good jump out of there. He's got Prevolt, Fox, and Hill. They're 3 wide behind him, chasing him down. Duvenak currently sitting 4th. Tyler Powers, though, our biggest movers. He's second biggest mover as Carlton's up 16 spots. Now he's moved into the top 15. Tyler Powers, though, up 14 spots. And our current leader. You can see the line changing a little bit more for Butchino, and that's, oh, we got one getting loose, but he's going to be able to save it. That may have been, oh, I saw the green. Was that Hartney getting loose back there? No, Hartney's way in the back. It was actually Matt Allen. But able to save it. And now he's going to be back in 18th with Zachary Cox and Mr. D. Wright. David had a couple incidents early, some unavoidable incidents where cars just wrecking in front of him and made a little bit of contact. I would think by now he's got all the damage fixed, but that has put him back in 17th. As they exit turn 2. Roll through 3 and 4. And we did pass the halfway mark. As we ride with Jake McCarty, he's up 4 spots for the 4 car. Chevy having a pretty good night tonight as he's just moved in front of Devin Butchino into 8th. And 2 hours later, round of applause, ATVO's download has completed.
Oh, it's about time.
That's what I'm saying, so I already got this one up. We're going to keep rolling with the track map because who doesn't want a good track map at Michigan? these guys going 4 wide, and that's going to be those faster tires starting to catch up to those guys who did not change.
Oh, we got the leaders wrecking.
The leaders are wrecking, and round, that's going to be major damage as Butchino and Duvendak able to dive to the bottom, and whoa, that was a big one.
That looked huge.
And just as we got everything back up, kind of. Go back and take a look at that. As we know where that one happened. A lot of cars off track during that incident. That is going to use some fast repairs there. As we're going to stop it. And where is the 81? He's going to have a really good look at this. Old Josh Hall. As the carnage, Hall able to get to the bottom. And we'll ride with that 99. As him and Devin able to escape it on the bottom. You see, side by side, they get loose, end up dooring each other. And if you're Tyler Powers, you are going for a ride there and not having a good time. There's going to be a really good look, really good view of it. Powers just not giving away. The 85 comes down just a little bit. It's going to send them both sideways and collect the high line. Anyone that went low had a pretty good safe run there. Anyone that opted to stay high, well, it wasn't fun.
Now I was just starting to get to that low line hooking up and working like I had earlier, so I didn't want to see that caution quite yet, but we went in half the field here, took tires again, so it's like we got about 6 guys just stayed out on that. A couple of bit of old tires, nothing too crazy, but it'll be exciting to see how this plays out up here.
Well, David Hartney, he's got his hands full tonight. You know that race control. He's trying to look at everything. He's got all these notifications going. Unusual you see the leaders wreck like that. And here tonight, there it was. And they're going to go into pits, fix that damage, probably take some tires. I'm not saying I'm excited for old ATVO to be back, but I'm excited ATVO is back.
Now with 50 laps to go here, and the field run being about 38 laps, I'm showing, you're probably not going to see guys conserve tires as much here because you can kind of split this in half here and go 25 and 25. So you're going to want to get the good out of your tires while you can, take advantage of them.
Especially those who have that extra set. Curious to see how many may have taken too many sets, accidentally left them on. I believe most of the field is going to have those 2 sets left. As Matt Allen able to get a big jump, he's going to head out in front. He's got Mr. Joe Wright. And speak of the devil, here he is in third. David Hartney, everybody. If you expected Hartney to stay back all night, well, he's the Daytona. He's the Devtona winner. He's not the Daytona. He is the Devtona winner. I think we all expected to see him up here. Joe Wright, current leader. Hartney second. He's got brother D Wright. So we got a pair of brothers now in the top 3. They were riding in the back all night and able to get back off the pits, and here he is. But I'll tell you what, here's an interesting strategy and an interesting thing for you. Joe Wright, David Hartney, David Wright, Matt Allen, and Brett Merle, all on 64 lap stints. So some old tires, and they're going to have to go in and pit. That stint cannot be correct. They would not have the gas.
Oh, as we got David Wright hitting a wall off of 4 there.
Oh, and 127 almost gets in a little bit of contact there. He's got Billy Tithoff to his outside. They're riding 3 wide. Michael Prevost to the bottom. They're going to quickly get past Billy Tithoff, and Matt Allen going to drop like a rock a little bit. We're getting one turned as, oh, McCarty round and round he goes, and that's going to bring out the caution. The 4 of Jake McCarty just goes spinning. Let's see if we can see what happened to Jake here. As the replay has gone officially crazy. And here we go with Jake. We'll try to roll him as he's got the 81 of Josh Hall behind him. Couple pit stops going on. Jake McCarty, one of them. Just comes in and he makes contact with Josh Hall and just kind of not able to keep it straight, and round he goes. Let's see. Take a look at Josh Hall here, as he was able to get by it. But for Jake McCarty, it's a trip to pit road. Fast repairs used. There's a bunch. To include our current leader, David Hartney. He's had to use his. Looks like Sharn Hill He's had to burn his. James Fox, Zachary Cox, both had to burn theirs. Tyler Powers involved in that leader-on-leader wreck. Carlton, Trey Spears, Balenciaga, Ryan Gomes, Garrett Fox, Kevin Graham, Brad Young, Eddie Morris, Cody Bullock, Ryan Likens, all those drivers out of fast repairs. So they're going to have to try to keep it clean the rest of the night, or it will be a permanent trip to the pits. Man, oh man, we got a couple neon green cars up front as Hartney and Duvendak both running race-sponsored cars, and 2 different shades of green. So you know what? I can find yours a little bit over Hartney's. Hartney's and runs that more lime green. You've got that Mountain Dew green.
Hey, I didn't pick these colors.
I like them. I can find you. It's that Mountain Dew green.
I'm kind of surprised David Hartney is going to take the bottom here, because it seems like the high lane is the preferred lane under any restart. So I don't know if he's doing that just to play it safe, knowing he doesn't have a fast repair and that he's on about 10 lap older tires than I am, or if this is just his preferred lane that he likes. But most of the leaders on the last few restarts have opted to take the high lane.
Well, and we've seen it that early in the runs, the high lane has been the choice, and as the run goes later, it seems it's come down a little bit. So interesting choice by Mr. Hartney. We'll see how it pays off. He's got that 99 though on his outside, looking to get a lap led here.
And it could just be that his teammates on the bottom, so that might be why he took bottom.
Well, that's definitely a huge possibility. He does have Joe Wright with him. Pace car headed off. And just like that, Hartney and Wright both going to clear and come up in front of Duvendak. Interesting line by David Hartney. He is riding high around the outside as Wright and Duvendak choose to go to the bottom and then dip up in front. So there's those lane choices we've been talking about all night. Whoa, Duvendak gonna get a little kiss there from old Joe Wright.
And dove it in there a little bit too hard there and kind of slid up a little bit, but I was thinking he was going to be a little bit higher there. Devin Butchino's going to take us 3 wide here for the lead.
And Butchino going to put you in the middle here. Got right in front of you. Butchino to your bottom side, Hartney to your high side. And you're going to clear up in front of David Hartney. Butchino going to get stuck on that low line. You can definitely see the different lane choices these guys are all taking. Different strategies depending on where their tires exactly are. We're actually I'm gonna ride with old David Hartney. We're gonna bring his onboard up there, and we're gonna see if there's any brake involved. That green bar on the left, that's going to be his throttle control as it comes down. He's less gas in the turn. If you see that red, there's a little brake from David Hartney as it pops up. So he's on that high side in a different stint. Choosing a different line. Seems like he's staying in the gas a little bit longer, using a little bit of brake. And we are under caution.
Well, that caution came at an interesting point of this race. With 38 to go, you're going to be pitting. Next time by, it's going to be 37 to go, which is enough to make it on fuel. So those guys who stayed the set of tires early in the race might be sitting here in a good spot, because I guarantee a lot of guys are going to pit here, top off, take another set of tires. And if those guys early in the race who were taking those tires, that will be their last set. For those guys who didn't take those tires, they will still have one set remaining. So,
well, it looks like this caution actually came involving the 58, Mr. Fox. And the 84, was he involved again? He was. 84 comes down. Fox goes high. 84 able to keep it straight. Fox just bouncing in and out of the wall. And it looks like he was going to collect a couple cars with him. And he immediately went to the pits. Let's see. Where old Mr. Hartney goes. Who's pitting? Looks like Duvendaka coming in the front. 6 coming in. Some guys opted to stay out, though, as Prevolt is one of them. As we're going to get Mr. Hartney in the broadcast room as soon as he gets off the pits. See pit road full of action right now. Ooh, 79 spinning on pit road. Doing some donuts.
Hey, I like to do that.
Well, that's Billy Tithoff, and he was doing some donuts there. You know who else does donuts on pit road occasionally? 68, Devin Butchino. We saw it. Caught it on camera, and I always seem to catch the donuts on camera. All right, Mr. Hartney, welcome to the booth.
Hey, what's up, Kai?
What's going on, buddy? Well, the driver cams weren't working, but ATVO finally did its update 2 hours later. We're good to go. We're here. And we've been watching the 43 all night, man. As we said, that 43 Ford, it's not dead. It rides in the back. It got into an early incident, left the track, able to save it, and here you are, man. I mean, at one point leading the race. How you feeling tonight?
Yes. Everyone's very aggressive tonight, so I'm top 10, man. That's all I can ask for tonight. It's going to be interesting.
Man, I think that's all you can ask for, especially coming off of the Daytona 500 win last week. We've been talking about it.
Hell yeah, brother.
I said nobody wanted to go into the Discord on Thursday morning as, David Hartney showed up. He let everybody know the champ was there of the Daytona 500.
Absolutely, son. I almost put it on my car, but that's been a sin lately.
No, you definitely don't want to do that. You keep riding with that SCSRA paint job. It's easy to find you. But wanted to bring you down here, man. Tell you, we're keeping an eye on you tonight. I think you stand a good chance of this repeat if you save enough.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. I appreciate it. We'll see what happens, man. It's going to be interesting end of the race.
All right, buddy. We'll catch you hopefully at the end.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. David Hartney. Doing a little race control, really staying busy down there. He's probably like, why did guy pull me up in the booth? I'm trying to type things and click buttons. You know what? Don't win races, I won't pull you up. You win a race, I'm pulling you up.
I mean, if he wants to give up the Daytona win, I'll take it. You can pull me up anytime.
Well, you're already here.
Well, I mean, that's why I want the Daytona win. All right, we got another mixed bag of strategy here. The top 5 out on old tires, 6th place on a little bit fresher tires, and then you got the rest of the field on new tires. So
that's what I'm saying. Michael Prevolt, he's on 11-lap tires. Zach Cox, 17. Brian Merle Jr., he's 20. Jay Vaught, 22. So a real big mix as we're going green, and Devin Butchino getting banged around by the 45, and it looks like the 05 just big checkup. Sharon Hill nowhere to go. Gives Devin a little love tap, and we're back to green flag racing. Everybody trying to chase down Michael Prevost, as they do have those fresher tires. Remember, that should be everybody's third set out of 4? Or was that your fourth? It's close.
I have 1 set left, and we started with 4, I believe. 5 if you count our original set, so
I'm going to say the majority of the field probably also has that extra set. Some guys may have burned their last one. Praying for no green-white checkers. We will see what happens. Interesting, Max McCarty going for the lead here. He's going to get in front of Prevost. These guys on the same lap tires. But, you know, he's going to be the first one coming out on those freshers.
We got another yellow out.
We sure do. And was it Brad Young? I don't think so. Brad Young's pretty safe back here. Oh, he was definitely involved in it. Or spinning off track. He did not crash. Looked like he avoided. So we're going to go find Mr. Young here. As it happened, let's see if we can get this back a little bit. As he caught back up there. Balenciaga not involved. He was able to get past it. It's going to be interesting. Were those guys up front, will they go in and take that set of tires now after they saw that restart?
I think at this point, those guys have kind of made their bed. Brett Murrell's actually on a 30-lap run here, so if this does happen to go green, you're going to see him pit fairly early into this run.
As we're trying to get back into the wreck. And right there, involved with the 85. That's going to be Garrett Fox. So let's rewind it just a little bit. The 127 involved. Oh, Josh Hall. He may have been involved again. You see 85 just breaks and snaps loose. I mean, that car on the bottom line just snapped loose. Came into Josh Hall. And that is why we had our caution. Haven't seen that too much tonight with the cars just snapping. That might have been the first one.
Tell you what, I've been right there to get in the lead. I just can't get past that front guy here and lead a lap.
No, you've been close tonight. You've remained pretty consistent up there in the top 10, and saw you really push Devin for that stage, and you guys went toe-to-toe for a little bit. A lot of fun laps those first 30. Right now, you can see after those 30 laps, the aggression really coming out on some of these drivers as they know points are important. And not a lot of time left. So I expect them to stay aggressive. I expect to see some big moves coming from the back.
Another thing to look out here too is those of us who had, well, I should say the majority of the field here who pit under that last caution. If we catch another caution or two here, we are going to be good on fuel, so we won't have to pit again. Actually, I say that and I look at my fuel and I'm actually good as we are, so we might not need any more cautions for all of us to make it.
No, and that's going to be the majority of the field who are on that 6-lap stint right now. They're going to have the gas, they're going to have the tire, and they're going to come around this time with 30 to go. So
those green-white checkers always scare me though, so I'm always saving fuel.
Well, Max McCarty, he's your leader. He's going to start on that low side. Michael Pervolt, he's going to stay on the high side. These guys on 20-lap stints right now. It's not going to stop Max from getting a pretty good jump here as we're back to green.
And they're wrecking on the back.
They sure are, and Butchino going to be involved in that one. And that's going to bring out the caution. And we're going to rewind right here. And it is somewhere involving Devin Butchino. Looks like was involved in the initial contact. So the 68... looks like someone just kind of turned up into him. And it's actually going to be behind him. But we're going to ride with them. The 51 turns into Butchino and whoa, David Hartney coming in the two SCSRA sponsor cars just bang doors.
Yeah, I died.
Yep, you are blown up. And I'll tell you what, it looks like Hartney might be okay. He's going to escape. You guys both dove extremely low and just ran out of real estate.
I know we're both big guys. I tried to give them as much room as possible with my big butt down there too, but apparently they were wrecking big on the outside and I didn't give enough.
Yeah, that initial wreck, it started up high and you saw anyone in that high lane start to get collected. Josh Hall, Joe Wright, they're on pit road. As they started getting collected, the field started to spread lower to the infield and, well, kind of just ran out of it. Almost made it through.
Almost.
Now let's see what that's going to mean for Devin Butchino. It looks like, oh, he did not use it at first. His fast repair is gone. Duvendak's fast repair gone.
Wah, wah.
Merle, well, he's in. Looks like he may just be fixing some damage going on here. Right, still got a little bit of damage. Max McCarty, though, maintains that lead. The 43 of David Hartney. After a little love tap to Duvendak, he's back in third. And on much fresher tires than Max and Michael, so I'm not quite sure what Max and Mike, what they're waiting for pitting. It's going to be a gamble the later these runs go. If they run out of cautions, they're going to have to go under green, and that's going to cost them a lot of time.
Well, my gut tells me they only have one set left, and they're trying to save it for as long as they... Or they have two, and they're trying to really save that extra set for the end if they need it. They're
definitely on their own stint. Everybody else on a 10-lap stint. Then you've got those guys on the bottom, Matt Allen, Butchino, Duvendak. Merle, well, they definitely have the gas now. They've got fresh cars. And they're going to be starting back there 15th on back.
There's a lot of cars in front of me.
There is definitely a lot of cars in front of you. And more cautions they have, the less tire they're burning and the less gas they got to use.
We're going to be going 26 to go. I would like to see it go about halfway here and then go ahead and get a caution. I can take this last set of tires and maybe we can get some work done.
Well, maybe we'll call in a little Buffalo Wild Wing, see if they can extend this race.
Nice.
I hear that's who you go to when you need a favor like that.
Turn the sprinklers on.
Well, I think you can actually do that in iRacing now. So, might need a little assistance from Mr. Hartney. He's a little busy at the moment, but get them sprinklers going on. As they're going to stack them again as they come into the Geico restart zone one more time. And we are green flag. A little bit older tires, fresher tires behind them. See these restarts not as jumpy as they were. They're not as fast. They're not accelerating as fast, especially these two guys up front. See Butchino on that low side. He's trying to make up some ground. Hartney going to be comfortable back here in 5th. He's already got his trip locked in for the playoffs here. So Vanny making his appearance in the top 10. He's moved into 8th, gets past Brian Merle Jr. Carlton, he's going to get past Jr. He's going to move into 9th. And let's look at our top 5 biggest movers right now. Is Carlton Charles. 22 spots from the start of this race. Brock Salvati is 19. Sylvain's up 14. Tyler Powers Jr. Well, they're all up 13 now, as you see they're kind of battling back there. McCarty going to move up in front of Powers. Tyler Powers going to be the first car on those 15-lap tires, challenging McCarty for this lead. He was able to get past Michael Prevolt, who's fallen to 3rd. Trey Spears, he's on those fresher tires. He's making a move on Michael Prevolt, trying to get around him. We got the old Nickelodeon Gomes coming around. That's Riley Gomes in that 9. Riley also on those fresher tires, so it's starting to catch up with these 1-2 cars that started on this last restart. They know they're going to be a little bit slower, but right now, Max McCarty finally gives the lead up. Tyler Powers, your new leader, as he is going to be able to get around Max McCarty. McCarty trying not to lose too many spots. He knows with another caution he's got to get some tires. He's got to get the gas.
We got him bouncing off the wall off of 4. We got 2 around.
That's probably going to bring out our caution. There it is. Spinning as you called it. Let's see. And is that with, I believe.
And David Hartney hitting pit road here for some reason.
Well, I think David Hartney may have actually been involved in this wreck. Let's see.
I don't think he was ahead of it. So I'm kind of interesting to see why he's pitting here.
Well, he got a little bit of damage to the back, and I think that's what started the control loss. Devin Butch, no incredible save here as he's going to dive to the bottom. Saw it coming, and of course, there you are following suit. I was going to say, man, that reminds me of a Duvendak move. Knows it's coming, dives to the bottom. Sure enough, there you are following right in his path.
You can just kind of feel the intensity ratcheting up, and these guys ahead of us here on some older tires, so you know they're going to drift high, they're going to get tight in the turns. So here with me and Devin on a little bit fresher tires, we try to stay to the bottom. That way when they do slide up, we can kind of take advantage of it.
Well, David may have parked it. He might be doing a little admin, because he is still on pit road. Max McCarty, Michael Pervolt, they're coming in. Hartney's in, Tithoff's in, Matt Allen's coming in. Pit road seeing some action with 19 to go. We expected to see McCarty and Pervolt. Sylvain joining. Garrett Fox is joining.
Yeah, that is not what we wanted to see here, because now we took a gamble, stayed out, and we are the only 5 guys on this strategy to have stayed out on older tires. The guys in front of us, top 4, are on 20-lap old tires. We're on 11 laps, and everyone else is going to be on freshies. So, yikes.
Well, the difference in tire you saw before this caution, it looked like McCarty was 20 laps different than you guys, and he was holding it pretty good. We'll see if a 10 lap, if you guys can hold off these fresh tires a little bit longer. And the couple guys you're talking about, that's going to be Brent Murrell, that's going to be Josh Hall, it's going to be you in the 99, and Devin Butch, all staying out. And it looks like a lot of the field has pit in, everybody else. Brad Young, looks like he's doing a little bit of repairs. And we'll see. Balenciaga, he was in his pit box. Josh Hall, minute 13, minute 11. Those guys trying to fix any of their damage. Murrell, he had a 40.4 pit stop. Riley Gomes, his last pit 19 laps ago was 58 seconds. So you can see the damage getting. D. Wright finally back on pit road. He's moving and he's back out. He had a little bit of damage to complete. Minute and 11. And we said David Hartney, well, here he is still in his pit box. So that might be it for him, as this race has brought a lot of action, and sometimes you got to pull over and do a little admin work. Little race control. It's definitely going to be an interesting restart. 20 laps versus 11 laps versus freshies. as the pace car is going to go off. It's going to bring us to 16 to go on this restart. Powers on that high line. He's going to get that big jump. He's going to get in front of Trey Spears. Max McCarty had to go in and pit. Jake McCarty's going to take his spot, currently sitting third. Duvendak's going to move into fourth. Remember, his tires are 9 laps better.
We got another caution here.
And where did this one happen?
Looks like at the back. Looks like we got the 95.
And looks like 95 is involved. We're going to see. That's going to be Michael Prevolt, who just had to pit.
We had one car in the bottom lane change lanes before the start-finish line on that restart. And someone did point it out and call it out, but I'm not sure if anyone heard it or they're just... I'm not sure. Is that a rule over here? You can't change lanes before the restart?
I believe it is, and I'm sure Mr. Hartney is in action. The 79 on a big run. He's actually going to push the 95. The 95 is the reason for that caution, as Prevolt's going to come down, and he just got drove through. Nowhere to really go for him, and that's a shame. He just came out on those fresh tires. This is going to open up even more strategy as this race gets deeper. And we got a little bit of time. Let's see if we can get it back to this restart. All right, we'll ride in the very, very back. See what we can see here. Riding with the 1. Sometimes that changing in the lanes, it really messes up those restarts, messes up the timing, and the 1 got to be careful too on the restart. He's riding a little bit back. And it looks like the majority of the field, they stayed pretty lined up. So if it happened close. But let's see. We're going to have about a lap. I don't know where he's at. Let's find him. Tyler, Guy and Rob in the booth, you get a copy?
Yes, I do. How are you?
Good, man. How you doing up there leading this race?
I'm feeling pretty good about it, honestly.
Man, I'll tell you what. You're on the oldest tires out there. You, Trey, and Jake. Riley Gomes, you guys are on that 23-lap stint, man. You think the car is going to have enough to go 14 more up there? And
I'll see what I can do. I don't know. I don't know where the first fresh tires cars are. So I'm just trying to save my tires right here.
Well, you got a group. They're about 10 laps behind you. 10-lap tires behind you. They're right behind you guys. And then after that, so about 8 cars back is where they're going to be sitting. But we saw it on these restarts, man. McCarty stayed out there. Max McCarty, he was on some old tires and able to hold everybody off for a couple laps, man. You got to go 13 more. Wanted to get you up here, see how you were feeling. 13 to go. You'll be coming to green at 12 to go. Wanted to get you up and wish you good luck.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully I can finish this off.
All right, brother. Well, let me get you back up in your channel. And that's our current leader, Tyler Powers. He's going to try to hold this field off. This field is going to come surging. These fresh tires, they're going to have a lot more speed and be able to choose their lane that they want to hold. It's gonna be
Those new
dangerous.
tires are up to 9th now, so they're creeping up.
They are, and I mean, even you sitting in 4th, you and Butch, you guys gotta kind of feel like sitting ducks at this point, hoping that you can ride this to the end.
Yeah, these cautions are definitely playing into our favor a little bit, so.
Well, I see there it is. There, you know what? There's that 99. I see it right there, looking all pretty. But we're gonna get into this restart as the pace car is gonna get off the track. .45 gonna get a good jump on that outside. Trey Spears gonna be on the low side, not as good of a jump. Jake McCarty gonna move up in front of Devin Butchino. If you're these top 6, 7 cars, you definitely are okay with the cautions. You want to keep these fresh tires as far back. It's going to make Tyler Powers better on gas, as that's going to come into play for Tyler, Jake, and Trey. Dak's going to move into second. That's going to put the 4 down below him. Butchino going to pull up to the bumper of Duvendak. How much patience will Butchino have before he makes his move to try to get back into the lead? They're 3 wide back there for 5th. Starting to get a little door in action as Max McCarty, he's climbed all the way up. Joe Wright, Max McCarty, those are the fresh tires. They're currently sitting 7th and 8th. And you see they have no problem with that 3 wide action right now. Butchino, Jake McCarty, and Mr. Robert Duvendak, they're still trying to chase down Tyler Powers. Butchino gonna dive low with Duvendak. Well, Duvendak almost makes contact with the 4 of Jake McCarty. Just able to avoid each other. A little bit of slide action. Tyler Powers coming down into Butchino. They're going 3 wide for the lead. 3 different lanes, and Duvendak to the front. There's my co-star in that new 99 paint scheme. Finally getting out there.
You can see those 2 getting tight. So I just turned it to the bottom, and it paid off. But here they come right on back.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Powers is definitely giving you your money's worth here. But don't look now. You've got Joe Wright. He's trying to surge on that outside line. He's going to be on those fresher tires. Oh, you and Devin Butchino going to make contact, and that's not going to be good for you guys. Get a little extra shove there from Mr. Young. That's going to bring out another caution. Give you guys an opportunity to maybe go get some tires.
Yeah, I think the damage is going to be too much there, especially after getting the rear-ended there.
We'll go back and take a look. I think that's 2 cars racing for the same spot there. We'll give old Duvendak the mute there, as he may have to go over the radio. But you can see right here, these guys 3 wide going for it. That silver car back there, that's right. He's got the fresher tires. Incredible run here. Right, able to get past Duvendak. Duvendak and Butchino One in the middle, one on the bottom. A lot of slide action coming from these cars. Butchino kind of slides up a little bit and makes the contact, and too much for Rob to hold on to, and to the wall they go. The 78 of Brad Young going to come in, give it a little extra love tap. And that's the reason for caution. Here they come down pit road. Normally you see Rob, he's got a pretty good escape. Nowhere to go with that high line up on top of him. So he took the damage. Him and Butchino collided, and they avoided that high lane. So not much more you can do. What that's going to allow is, I cannot believe Tyler Powers is still hanging out in the lead. What we're going to do is we're going to go head to commercial real quick. All right, and we are back. Our SCSRA live commercial. Check them out Thursday nights. Man, it might be a show tomorrow, as they're going to have to review all the cautions, take a look at all of this, discuss it, get some input from the fans, maybe bring some drivers with them. It is going to be a good time, and I believe SCSRA commented, man, Eddie got into a wreck early, and it's just been a night for Eddie. And you know, it started off rough. And Hartney, that's it for him. He had enough damage, so he's parked too. A lot of accidents tonight. Shocked old David Hartney, he's done for the night and did not come join us in the booth. You got the Daytona winner, can't kick him out.
Absolutely not, but it sounds like he's doing a lot of race control right now.
He is doing a ton of race control. We are not going to be hearing from him. Pace car away. Tyler Powers, incredible 32 lap run. He's got 4 to go this time around, and will he be able to hold off this surge? He's got McCarty. McCarty on that 32 lap run. That bottom line, they've got the fresher tires. Saw Red a couple times, able to get past him, just not able to get clear. Caution came out, and Powers was still the leader. Right to the inside of Powers. Squeezing up tight to him. He's got 3 to go. Will he be able to finish this? Will Wright be able to get past him? Well, we got some door in between Wright and McCarty. McCarty back there in that third spot. McCarty now going to get challenged by Billy Tithoff. right on that bottom line. He's trying to get clear of the 45, just not able to do it. He's going to dive way to the bottom. 45, still going to hold on this time around. That's going to be 2 laps to go. These guys praying, no cautions. They want to finish it under green here. Oh, we're going to get a little bit of carnage going in behind him. Will he be able to save it? The 85 with an incredible save as you saw it. And we should stay green as Riley Gomes with a huge checkup to keep that green and not spin the 85.
Oh, we got them wrecking off a 4 again.
And they are wrecking off a 4. Will the caution come out? And the caution comes out just as Powers makes it across the line. Oh man, Powers almost made it into a 2-car race. That was going to be him versus Wright. And they wreck coming to the line. That's going to be, looks like Trey and McCarty just going to have a little bit of a... Looks like Trey kind of came up pretty quickly on him. Right with Trey Spears here. You can see he slides up, thinks he's going to clear McCarty, doesn't, hits him in the nose. Oh, the Cat 5.5 getting a little love. So Duvendak and looks like Josh Hall diving on that bottom line. They were able to get past. Now we go into the 2-lap shootout, and if you're Tyler Powers, you should have the gas. We've had enough cautions, but man, do you have the tire in a head-to-head against Joe Wright. Michael Prevost, 5-lap tires. Devin Butchino, 5-lap tires. They're going to start 7th and 8th. So that 4th row is going to be looking to make a quick move, try to make as much ground as they can in 2 short laps. Incredible racing there at 1.3 wide for the lead. I thought they were going to be able to finish this and finish it 3 wide, but here we are, first of 3 green-white checkers. I mean, you get Joe Wright, and he is able to get this win and take over Tyler Powers. I think we have to put a little shooter thing on his car, too.
Absolutely.
He may not be a shooter in SCSRA, but in ASR, he has joined the shooter family over there. Catch those guys Monday night. Unleashing chaos on the Super Speedway series.
And they have had an excellent start to their first season over there. I mean, we've had Daytona and Atlanta, and for being a new league with almost a full field, it has been such impressive racing over there.
Well, they're going to head to iRacing next, and we know that can always be a challenge. As we take a look, we're at Michigan this week. It looks like next week we're going to Homestead, so we're going to keep it short, keep it fun. And then Dover, man, we haven't been to Dover in a long time, so I'm excited to see some Dover. We don't want to go hang out in the first state.
Dover is a handful, though, so that'll be another fun race, saving tires at.
I'm a little disappointed I won't get to see these guys play in the mud this year. We saw them last year playing in the dirt. They hate that I bring it up, man, but it was probably one of my favorite races of the entire season. It was chaotic. It was full of door banging and cautions, but it was a good show. Those guys were out there putting on a show, trying to keep those cars straight. These NextGens were such a handful in the dirt. Better them than me, because I don't want to be anywhere near it.
Right, yeah. I am not a dirt fan, so...
It's fun to watch, but I don't want any part of it.
Glad they got rid of it this season, that's for sure.
Well, it looks like Power is going to opt to stay on that high side. That's been pretty typical tonight with the long run. These guys the high lane has just been getting those better, faster restarts than the low line. But Wright does have the fresher tires and almost half the tire. What are these? 19 laps and Power's on 38. Pace car going to go away. Can they get past one lap and bring out that white flag? I expect to see some aggression here as these guys are trying to make moves quick. Power's going to get out to another incredible start. Joe Wright, is he going to be able to clear up? He is. He's going to get right in front of Junior. Brian Merle Jr., man, he's having a heck of a night. Billy Tithoff, he's having a good night. These guys both looking to try to steal a win here. Right, gonna pull right up to
more
the
wrecking on the back.
And
no yellow yet.
No yellow. We are staying green, so we're not even gonna go try to find it. Is right now Powers. He's gonna have to fight off Joe Wright and Brian Merle Jr. Jr. actually gonna get in front of Wright. And these guys can wreck all they want because here comes the white flag. Can Jr. pull off this win? Don't look now, though. Here comes those freshies. You got Devin Butchino. He's 4 cars back. He's moved into 4th place. He's looking for the run.
No!
Butchino going to get turned. This is all Tyler Powers. Will he be able to hold off this surge? He's got Junior behind him. Junior trying to get to the high side. Will he dive low? Junior going to dive low. Will he get his SCSRA win? He will not. Powers going to maintain it and hold it. What a finish as the 45 on the 40-lap stint, man. Just able to hold off this surge. He said he felt good, and here he is, man.
That is impressive on those old tires.
It's incredible. You ought to see the surge on these replays with Junior and Joe Wright. In fact, we're gonna go back and take a look at this last lap. Let's go into our. We'll give these guys enough time. We're gonna ride this lap in the rear chase. Remember, Tyler Powers, he's on 40-lap tires. Junior and Wright, they're both on 21-lap. Right now, it's a 3-man show. These guys are faster. Tyler Powers with some incredible driving and able to win it. Right here on the backstretch, Junior had an incredible move. Dove to the bottom. I thought he was going to get the run, and it just never happened. You see Powers just trying to hold him off. Contact right there. That's going to clear Devin Butchino. It's going to make it a 3-man race. Joe Wright kind of lost a little traction there. But Junior doing everything. Try to take away this win, and Powers just too strong up front. Able to hold off that surge, man. Incredible run. Now, let me find me a booth. Ain't nobody there, so with that, we'll head into our last commercial as we gather these guys up. All right, and we are live with Mr. Joe Wright from Neon Racing. Joe, how you feeling after tonight?
I feel pretty good tonight, especially after last night's woes. But coming home third, I think I could have had that W if that last caution doesn't happen. But that's how it goes.
Man, I'll tell you what, you guys had the 21 lap stint going, not able to get past Tyler Powers. I think you needed a little bit more time. That last caution kind of hindered it a little bit. But, man, heck of a night. Able to pull in some good points for Neon Racing. Teammate Devin Butchino, he took a pretty hard hit there behind you. But, man, you were able to podium still. So that's every week we've had Neon on this podium. So congratulations to you guys and to you tonight, finishing third.
Hey, yeah, appreciate that. Starting off the season pretty rough there at Daytona for me in both leagues, or all three, I guess. And to come out here and pull off a third after having, again, another rough night. I mean, I think I was caught up in 3 or so wrecks, not of my own doing. And, and it happens. But, yeah, it was good.
Man,
glad. Stoked.
We saw it a couple times tonight, that Morris Customs getting caught up. Really, that Ford sometimes just nowhere to go. Wreck happening right in front of you, and you took your licks and somehow got it done. You started, 6th tonight? Moved up 3 positions?
Yeah, start 6th. It was low as 30th, I think, at one point. Finishing third. That's good stuff. Shout out to Eddie with the paint job. Coming through this week with a Darrell Waltrip throwback in case you didn't know what it was. A little Morris Custom of his own.
Well, I'll tell you what, old Eddie's been busy painting. He painted Duvendak's car this week. He painted your car this week. He sent us over an ASR car.
There you go.
He's definitely been a busy guy in that paint shop, man. Always putting out work. So if anybody needs paints, you reach out to Morris Customs. Eddie Morris, he'll hook you up.
Go check it out.
All right, brother. Well, with that, the famous line, the floor is yours, and we're going to let you get out of here.
Yeah, shout out to you gents up in the booth, and thanks for doing this every week. I watch it back often and check out, what we did or did not do right. And that's what makes us such a decent team here in the iRacing world here in our league. So thank you guys for doing that every week. It's awesome. And shout out to Morris Customs, as I said before, and Dev Sports Cards and all the fun stuff going on here at SCSRA.
Man, well, it's good having you up here. We won't catch you again until Monday night, man. Hopefully we can get you up there too. But you enjoy the rest of your week, and congratulations.
Yeah, check you later, guys.
All right, and that's going to be Mr. Joe Wright in that 82. He's going to finish third.
Oh,
whoa. No side conversation.
Don't give any secrets.
Come on.
No secrets.
Junior, I thought we were going to pop bottles, bring out the confetti. I thought I was going to bring everybody up here. We were going to have a party. Junior gets the win. Just comes up short, man.
What more can I do? What more can I do?
You know what? Joe Wright said stick with him. He would have pushed you as hard as he could to the end. That's I guess it. I don't know, man.
Joe had a chance to go with me and didn't.
Yeah, you know what?
I passed Tyler clean on the bottom. I got down there, and Joe could have came right down with me and didn't.
Yeah, I think Joe opted to stay high. You dove low, and you both had 2 different ideas on what line was going to be quicker. Man, brother, I almost had it. But you know what? Finishing second, that's going to be great points for M&M Racing this week.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to be on the podium, but this is going to be a Bubba Wallace type interview. I am so sick of finishing second or third. I'm not kidding you. I need Devin to go through 7 seasons or 8 seasons, whatever this is, and count up my seconds because it's probably astronomical.
Well, I can tell you.
Without a win.
I've seen
without
3.
a win.
I have seen 3 of them just in the last 2 seasons. So.
And I got second in the Daytona truck race.
So they're mounting up. But more impressive, man, you did move up 23 spots from tonight's start. So that's huge. You ended up being our biggest mover at the end of the night. In fact, when I saw you coming, I said, where did Junior come from? He's in it. Let's go.
I appreciate that. It was fighting the whole race. I tried to save tires in the beginning, and I passed. There was a stack up on the start. I think I went to like 30th, and by the end of the first stage, I got to 15th. Then there was a wreck at the leaders there, and I got caught up in that one. And I think that's partially because my computer's set to 20 cars, and we have such a big field. I think I need to bump that out because I couldn't see the wreck and until I got up to it, and there was just no avoiding it. And I kind of fought around on different tire strategy, and then I think I pit with about 15 to go or so, 17. I took a fresh car and fresh tires and just kind of drove all the way up through there, and then we got that lucky last caution, and I thought, well, I got a chance because these guys are on probably 25 or so lap tires, and it stuck on the bottom when I went to go under the 45, and I was fully ready to door him out of my way. That's how hungry I am for the win, but it didn't happen the way I wanted to, and I got a run on his outside, and he threw the last-minute block, and that was it. I think if he doesn't try to cut me there, I probably get him at the line.
Yeah, it was close. I for sure thought you were going to have him at the line on that dive down low. We saw you clear it. I'm like, oh, Junior's going to get it. You go back and watch his replay. You'll see it. I thought you had it, man. Just came up short. And you know what? Bubba Wallace in it again. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty stoked, but it's starting to become too much of a recurring thing here between the trucks and the cup cars. Be on podium, but not hold that trophy.
Man,
virtual trophy.
I feel you 100%. Hopefully we can get that to change sometime this year. We're going to have a difficult tracks coming up. Next couple weeks, we're going to change it up from that first initial speed week. So you're definitely going to have some opportunities, especially with saving tires. And, man, again, congratulations. I know it's not what you wanted, man, but you're up here, and I always love when you join us up here in the booth. So heck of a run, man.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah, buddy. Well, you get to hear it. The floor is yours, and we'll give you the opportunity to close it out.
Yeah, I just like to thank you guys for putting on a great broadcast. The admins for doing the best they can, keeping their cool when people are, getting a little wild, and just the guys racing. We had some really good racing at times. Thank my teammates, Jake, Max, Brett, and Michael Provolt. They're good. We get some good banter going on there. I think we fight each other more than anybody else on the track.
I believe it. We see it on the track.
Yeah, our motto is, are we teammates or are we rivals, So we're probably more rivals than teammates, but we all grew up together, so it's a good, good time with your buddies. I like to thank my girlfriend for putting up with it 2 late nights in a row for Wednesdays. My kid, he's probably in bed, so yeah, thanks again, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Well, again, congratulations, and congrats on bringing in some big team points, and for M&M, it's definitely going to help them out a lot. Help you guys start chasing down Neon. So, but
yeah, I think we pulled a second and a fifth out of our team today, so that's pretty good.
You did, sir. Michael finished in 5th, and let's see. I don't even see where the other Neon went. You got Joe finishing behind you, and I don't know where the next one is. Devin.
Dev spun, so who knows where he finished. Yep. So yeah, and I think Eddie was a lap down. So yeah, that's going to be a huge pickup there. We got some stage points out of the 4 and the 95, or the 23 and the 95. So I think we'll be all right.
Man, you'll be all right, and it's a long season. We're only 2 weeks in, but man, I loved having you up here. I wish I could have had you up here last, but I bet by the end of the season we'll have you up here.
I really hope so, man. It's been a lot of seasons. I don't even want to tell you guys how many starts I have, but it's somewhere in the 175 category. So I need to get that win off my back.
Well, we're waiting on it, and hopefully we get to pop that champagne here sooner than later.
Hey, I tell you what, guy was up here in the booth yelling and screaming and taking his pants off, throwing his shirt around. Like he was cheering you on more than I've heard him cheer anyone on.
It was a party,
man. Were you flossing with your shirt there for me?
100%. It was like, man, straight Fortnite flossing with it. It was good.
Oh,
it was already popping the bottle.
Well, maybe you jinxed me a little bit there.
You know what? I'm rooting you on, and I realize I'm screaming in the mic, and I forget Duvendak's trying to drive.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen soon. It's got to.
Nope, it will, man, and I'm glad that we'll be here when it does. So I can't wait for it. But tonight, it's a second place, and you know what? We'll move on to next week. But congratulations.
Yeah. Appreciate it, guys. You have a good night.
All right, Junior. You too.
You too, man.
All right, let's get our race winner, Tyler Powers, on his 40-lap stint. We talked to him under one of those cautions, and he said he was feeling good. I said, man, you going to go get those tires? And didn't really get an answer. Well, the answer ended up being no. 40 laps, man. Congratulations. You're able to hold off a surge from Junior and Joe Wright.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how I did that. So,
got to be feeling pretty good.
Oh, I'm feeling great. That was some really good racing. I mean, there's a lot of cautions, and cautions kind of suck sometimes, but the racing was really good. There was a lot of 3-wide, 4-wide racing. There's a lot of racing for the lead, and I know that me and 82 were Joe Wright were going at it really good up there for about 5 laps straight, where we were door to door.
No, and you guys definitely put on a show. A lot of excitement, especially in that final green-white checker, man. I thought one of those two fresh tires were going to pass you on that inside on that last run, and they kind of split you, which gave you a golden opportunity. I think that last restart really gave you a huge advantage. You were quick getting the quick restarts, and you were able to hold off Wright. What seemed in like a short run, I think a long run, the tires would have worn, man. So it worked out in your favor, and dude, congratulations. Here you are.
Thanks, man. It's awesome.
Wow.
This is only my second start, so I mean, I'm pretty excited and pumped about it because I know a lot of drivers, like Brian or Junior. He was telling me in the waiting room that he's finished second 30 times, but hasn't won yet, other than the All-Star race. And I mean, it's special to win, so I definitely don't take it for granted.
It is, man, and you definitely got to see what your second stop or your second start, and you have you're surrounded by a huge talented pool of drivers. So to get any win here in SCSRA is huge. These next gens are you got to keep working them. You got to learn them every week. Every track changes them. They're a handful at times. So and able to hold off this field, and these guys have been running it for a couple seasons now. I mean, season 7 here. So a lot of them are used to riding with each other, and they know their strengths and weaknesses. Bro, you got to be pumped. I mean, I'm glad to have you up here. I'm glad I got you up in the booth, got you before it happened. But congratulations on this big win.
Yeah, thanks. And I do want to apologize to Devin, because me and him were having a good race going on, and I think it was my fault, but I kind of doored him going into one. Didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to side draft or anything. I expected him to go lower than that, and I know he was pretty upset about that. He didn't spin or anything from that, but it definitely set him back a little bit. But I wanted to apologize for that.
Well, and you know what? Sometimes you get that hard race, and we saw doors all night. We saw 3-wide, 4-wide. He saw a lot of aggressive passing and some big take shots taken. A lot of guys I didn't think were going to clear did clear, and some did not clear. So, we see that earlier in the season as you guys really try to figure out these cars and how to race around each other, man. And without a doubt, I think by the end of the season, everything will be cleaned up and good to go, man. But for tonight, it is your night, and congratulations. Oh, did I lose Tyler?
Nope, still here.
All right, brother. Well, up in the booth, we're going to make sure that we leave out and give you the opportunity to thank family, friends, and all your sponsors. And with the famous words of the floor is yours, it's all yours, buddy.
I just want to thank my wife for allowing me to, spend the time to work on, racing iRacing. It takes a lot of money and time to, to be any good at it. So I'd like to thank her. If anybody wants to, I'm going to start, posting to my YouTube channel. I'm into Fire Racing. I finally got my paint scheme done today, and, I guess it was good luck because I won. So, so go check that out. And I wanted to thank the SCSRA for putting on a good league. Out of all the leagues I've been in, these are probably the best group of guys. So it should be a really fun season.
Man, well, heck of a night. We didn't think you were going to be able to get it done here up in the booth with that 40 lap. But man, you were able to hold off. You had you and Riley Gomes on those long stints. Riley fell all the way to 9th. You were able to hold it off. Congratulations, man. And we will head off to next week. So we'll let you get out of here and go celebrate.
Yep, thanks. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Well, that was exciting.
man, you know what? I think my blood pressure's coming back down. I gotta stop yelling because Brittany comes over, she closes the door, she looks at me. She knows there's some excitement going in here, but I don't think she understands how exciting tonight really was.
Well, I couldn't agree more. I mean, the racing that we had out there tonight, we had 3, 4 wide. We had cars door banging, racing each other hard up there for the lead. It was a great night of racing. I know there's a few things that they're going to want to get cleaned up a little bit more for next week, but overall, I mean, a lot of respect out on the track, a lot of guys giving each other room and racing each other hard. And that's one of the things you ask for in a league.
Man, and some really great saves by some drivers who could have brought out additional cautions and just able to save the car, keep it on track, and keep it green, man. So that's going to be it for us. Next week, we
going to Florida.
We're going to Florida. So a little bit warmer. We're going from the cold of Michigan coming down to Old Homestead in that Miami area. That's probably one of my favorite TDYs. But with that, that's going to be it for me. It's going to be it for Mr. Robert Duvendak. We got to get him to bed. It's midnight, so
absolutely.
He's a grumpy old man. But we will catch y'all next week. Next broadcast is Thursday. You'll catch SCSRA Live. They're going to be on tomorrow night going over this week's leagues. And then off to Monday's ASR Tour as they head to the iRacing Super Speedway. So exciting week coming up. So iRacing to Florida. We'll catch y'all next week. Tune in tomorrow for another incredible show. Make sure before you guys leave, you like and subscribe to the channel. And thank you guys for watching.